Welcome to the lab, the video room, and we're going to take a look at one of the younger guns out on the PBA Tour. One of our Team USA players actually won Junior Gold, came up through the Junior Gold program, Junior Team USA and Adult Team USA. It's Marshall Kent. Marshall has a really great, strong, fundamental game. He's going to be in the middle to the higher rev players. He can play all parts of the lane. I want to show you why he's able to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at his front view. And I've already drawn a line on here because I want to show one of the myths that a lot of people have, is that at this elite level, no matter what your launch angles are going to be going through the front part of the lane. And what I mean by launch angle is the angle the ball is going through the front. If the ball is going away from the head pin, we call that a negative angle. If the ball is going towards the pocket, we call that a positive angle. If it's going straight down the lane, that's going to be a 0-degree angle. Well, where a lot of players get in trouble, especially when they get left and deep, and you can see in this video here that we have Marshall quite a bit left. And Marshall is extremely good at lofting the left channel as well as getting farther left, is that you still want to make sure that you push the ball straight up the lane. Where a lot of players get in trouble is that they've got the old school, I'd say old school, but it is a thought that you push towards your target. Well, that gets in trouble anytime you start sliding 25 or more. You start getting into a liability if you start pushing towards your target. So I have a line here, and let's go ahead and we're just going to loop it. And notice that Marshall takes the ball straight back along that line, pushes it forward, and then you can see that he's going to preset his launch angle right here with his hips and shoulders. So now the ball's going to tuck in, and now we have that launch angle that he's going to be doing through the front. That has everything to do with his posture sideways right here, so creating that launch angle. If he was going straight up the lane, he would not have opened his foot as much and his hips as much. This is where he's creating his launch angles through the front. But the push direction, you notice that line right on his nose, between his nose, his eyes. Watch that ball. Even though this camera is mounted on the center of the lane, it's obvious that he's pushing the ball straight and he's taking it straight back. Then at the top of the backswing, that's when that alignment changes and it drops in. It drops inside his shoulder, right along that same line, but the angle is going to be completely changed. So let's go ahead and take a look at it from the back view. Again, no matter what part of the lane, the elite players are pushing straight up the lane. They're not pushing towards their target. They're not walking towards their target. And as you can see here, he's walking straight up the lane. That push is straight up the lane. Now he's getting his angle right there of his hips. You can see the ball tuck in. And he's able to extend that launch angle with his follow through. Everything is going in the direction of his break point. Let's take a look now from the side view. You can see he's not open hips a lot, shoulders are pretty square. And as he starts his approach, drops the ball into the swing, left arm out in front for counterbalance. You notice now, if we get into the top of the swing, left arm just slightly high. Generally, if we're looking, we like to create a T here. We'd like to see that left arm just a little bit lower. He's been working on it quite a bit to kind of quiet that shoulder. Nice load up right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Is that you can see there's where the revs come from because the elbow loads up on the downswing. And as he comes in, he's going to unload it right there in front of his ankle. Now, at the release point, his release point, shoulders are in line. He's not closed down. And then he can extend through the shot. Let's take a look at the top. So as he starts his approach, first step goes straight. Next step goes in front. Ball is inside the shoulder, but you can see here the ball just drops straight down into the swing. Now we're going straight up the lane at this angle. Straight up the lane. Now he's going to bring it back in, so this enables him to have a launch angle through the front part of the lane. You can see the elbow and everything follows through. One thing that Marshall is working on now, he's got the hand turned up, palm up, trying to lock the shoulder longer. Trying to keep the shoulder in front as long as he can, especially the farther left he goes. Trying to keep that. And that is why Marshall has one of the strongest fundamental games out there. And he can play all parts of the lane, and he can play all sorts of angles. He can be very versatile with his hand and stuff. And it all is created with that great start.